Wave is live. Facebook is streaming.
Okay, welcome to the west coast of the east coast. Surfline Live reporting from the Cape Hatteras National Seashore. And we're getting some solid Jose swell. Some of the faces we've seen that just paddled out: Brett Barley, Andrew Jacobson, Oliver Kurtz, Jeff Myers. Who else do we see, Mark? Here with Mark Willis, Director of Forecasting for Surfline.
A lot of local guys.
Seen some guys already getting some good ones, huh? Some barrels.
Just amazing to see lefts this long on the East Coast.
Yep. This was my first day surfing it. I'm told it was better earlier. Another day, another time, another swell, another circumstance, but still pretty impressive. Really got that South Florida feel to it. And gosh, man, should be in store for some ripping. Quentin Turco, where are you? I called you like 7 hours ago. Just kidding. It's just starting to get good. Mark, what direction are we facing?
And believe it or not, we're actually facing west-southwest. The swell's coming in out of the southeast and just bending up this little point here. The buoys are right around 7 feet at 14 seconds right now. We're expecting it to build over the next 24 hours and get pretty solid tomorrow and continuing pretty strong swell into Monday. Plenty of leftovers through the middle of the week, Matt.
So yeah, we got a handful of Goofy Foot regulars. What's up, cuz? That's how we do it around here. We bro down each other. No stink eyes. Not today. All right, outside. I guarantee Brett's going to get 3 barrels on one wave before the day is done. He probably already did. How was this morning?
It was all right. I think it's actually a little bit better now, maybe a little bigger, a little more organized, but yeah, all kinds of waves today.
Yeah, it was frustrating when we were out there, but man, if you put together a good one, you're pretty friggin' stoked.
Yes, you are.
This inside draining.
Look at that thing.
I think when those growing ones, it's bigger than it looks too.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of good waves on the inside today.
The A team's taking off kind of deep, huh?
Yeah.
They're all over there. That scares me. What are they waiting for? Hey, did you hear any shark stories? Everybody was talking about sharks when I was out there.
Nothing too serious. There's some small ones out there, but yeah, nothing crazy.
So you didn't see anything?
I didn't see any. Did you see any?
No, I didn't see shit. How's this inside, Mark?
That inside looks so fun. That's like my style right there.
What?
Look at that thing.
Whatever. You're going to be on the bombs out the back. You and Russell Blackwood looking for treasure. Ready to claim the first shipwreck of the swell. What is this swell? I mean, like direction and stuff?
southeast swell from Hurricane Jose. Jose, as of 11 a.m., was right around 480 miles south-southeast of Cape Hatteras, 80-mile-per-hour winds moving northwest at 9 miles per hour. We're expecting Jose to take more of a northward turn tonight and into tomorrow and pass by in between Bermuda and Cape Hatteras on Monday, and then move slowly off the mid-Atlantic states early next week. There's somebody on a wave right there.
Yeah, thanks for that, Mark. How about Deep? What's up? Oliver or Andrew or Brett? Man, they are waiting for something sitting way out there. How's this? You got dogs, you got birds, you got the lone kiteboarder. What? This is pretty sick. That watercolor was tripping me out, man. I thought it was in Delray or something.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, it's got that South Florida feel. Beautiful out here.
Yeah, you know, some of my friends were just busting my chops all year about this sandbar, and I'm glad I finally got to surf it. It's pretty cool. Oh, down there. Oh, is that Kurtz maybe?
Nice.
How you doing? What? Woo. Oh, that's Brett. Straight up.
There it is.
That's what we've been waiting all day for.
Definitely doesn't feel like we're in North Carolina anymore.
Brett Barley getting the first long, deep barrel we've seen all day, for sure. Set stacking out back. Mark Beatty is on it like a hawk, like a black hawk. Like the Black Hawk Down. Anybody see it? Great flick. You should rent it. Totally.
I can't see.
Kind of hard to see out here with this glare we got going on.
Yeah, we got a shower.
But, you know, the waves are pumping. Brett just got like a 6-second barrel and a lot of turns. So, man, we're going to be here. We're going to be here throughout this event. Oh, where's Jeff Myers? Waiting out the back for the big one, no doubt. He had an ankle brace on. What's wrong with Jeff?
I don't know.
Jeff, if your ankle hurts, you don't have to do this, buddy. What?
Sideways.
What? Oh my goodness, still going. How you doing? That was pretty insane.
That it was. You know, the crazy thing is, Matt, there's really no shortage of waves over the next 1 to 2 weeks. There's more stuff lining out the back in the tropics. We are a little nervous about TD15. That looks like it's going to become Maria probably later today or tonight. But yeah, just a pretty crazy forecast over the next couple of weeks for sure.
Yeah, man, well, it's already been a long frickin' hurricane season, has it not?
Yeah, you know,
Emotional.
Very emotional. Obviously, we've had some waves, but yeah, I mean, thoughts and prayers continue to go out to everybody impacted by Irma, and just crossing our fingers that TD15 doesn't get close to the Leeward Islands and everyone else that was impacted by Irma.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem dedicating this Surfline Live to Xander Venezia. Paid the ultimate price in Barbados. And he was here just a couple days before that incident went down. We all got to meet him. He was no joke. He was a really a good kid. He's one of the good ones. So thoughts and prayers go out to his family. And he was a goofy foot too. He would have shredded this, I'm sure. All light and nimble and spry. And somebody's trying to make work of this. My apologies for not knowing every surfer in the water. I wish I did. I'd love to be able to give you props here on the audio, but surfing's pretty popular these days. Lots of people do it. Can't keep track of everyone. Jeez, give me a break. I'm not surprised at all that more waves aren't going under it, and it was the same when I was out there, man. It's you see them everywhere, but it's kind of difficult getting into it. There's actually like a real small takeoff zone on the actual wave. You know, it's not like a real point where there's distinct flow of the energy, kind of, you know.
Definitely not as easy as Brett makes it look.
I got caught behind a couple for sure.
Yeah, I did too, Matt. And we're streaming live on Facebook right now. If anybody wants to give us a couple questions, we will answer them as best as we can. So feel free to shoot us some questions if you'd like, and we'll respond as we can.
Yeah, in a perfect world, right? Everybody's just going to go on there and talk shit. Well, go for it, guys. You know where to find me. Real easy to find. But we are watching some good surfing. Brett just got a smoker if you're just joining us. Bunch of turns, long, deep barrel. It's kind of on, man. I'm just waiting for the guy that just sits on the inside here and gets the wave of his life. It could happen. Yeah, you did everything right here. You got the right board and put one together. Had faith. Kept up with it, you know. Yeah, what's up? Go get a bomb, man. We're live on this shit. Well, after that first wave of Brett's, I'm just waiting for the bar to get raised with the other two guys, because that's kind of how these guys operate. You know, they're. I don't see Andrew around here too much, but him and Kurtz, man, Brett and Kurtz have this little unspoken little. I don't want to call it a rivalry, but. Different personalities, but they like the same kinds of waves, and they kind of have the same approach. Real steep and deep, take a lot of chances. Just hitting. Whoa, somebody out the back here. Just got a barrel, but he's out. I'll just say it's Jeff Myers. I want Jeff to get a good one. Hey, so I could like name drop any of my friends and say they were the guy getting the bomb out there, and nobody would even know, huh? I could like just make up stories. I'll try not to do that.
So we're getting a couple questions, people asking where we're at. All we can say is somewhere on Cape Hatteras National Seashore.
Yeah. Get creative, man. Go check a bunch of sand dunes like we do every day for our whole lives. Eventually you'll stumble upon something sick, but I just love the ocean activity here, man. It's just the I'm waiting for some wild horses to come stumbling past. Did I say stumbling? Do wild horses stumble? I guess if they're drunk. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. I haven't commentated an event or contest in a while. And
look at that inside wave.
That's nice. Where's the motorcycle? The motorcycle. What would happen to a guy around here if he brought a motorcycle into the lineup, Mark?
Not a good idea.
Oh, Wanchi's Munchies guys would love that.
So we're getting a couple of questions of how big people think the surf's going to get. So right now we think it's probably 5 to 7 foot. There's on the face, there's some sets that are a little bigger than that. The 41025 buoy at Diamond Shoals just trickling in about 6 to 7 feet at 14 seconds. We think that's going to grow to 8 to 10 feet, 13 to 14 seconds on Sunday. And then on Monday, 13 to 15 feet at 11 to 12 seconds, the period will come down. So still quite a bit more swell on the way, Matt. The good news is it looks like the swell direction is going to change northeast.
Out the back.
You got to wave out the back. So yeah, after the storm moves past us, we're going to get another northeast pulse on late Monday through Wednesday, and the wind should start turning more offshore for a larger portion of the Outer Banks. So still a lot to come from this swell from Hurricane Jose.
So basically, everybody's going to get fired or divorced this week. Okay. Got a guy highlining out the back here. Will he make the connection? It's looking kind of white for you, bud. What? All these people are in the way. Don't they know we're doing a Surfline live? He's made it. He connected. Good on you. What? Evan. Hey, Evan, say hi to the world.
Hi, world.
That's right, Evan Foster, the OG. He's been around this joint long as I can remember.
Got a real camera.
It's good. Now we're doing a live broadcast of all you guys ripping. That's right, Mark.
Dotson.
Is that Eric Dotson?
Yes.
Legend from Rodanthe.
He died.
God, he looks different. He's bald.
He died. We are getting older.
That is a fact.
And this will definitely put it to the test. This will put you to the test.
Hey, Evan, if you see something out the back that we're not focusing on, let us know, man. There's a lot of glare. It's hard. Somebody out the back. Kurtz, he's out here.
Oh, this one's connecting.
God.
Look at that connector.
How was your session? Did you get some good ones?
I got rejected a little bit, man. It was tough out there.
I thought I saw you get a good one.
I
Because there weren't many boogies.
got a little soft one. Soft shoulder.
When we went out, it was a lot of work for not too much reward. But yeah, I got lucky with 2, but the other 2 were dog poop.
Feel like you got
Oh, who is this? Kurtz? Andrew Jacobson. Our boy from Malibu. Came all the way from Malibu because it's not a good enough point break. He had to come to North Carolina to get a real point break. And he's like, are you kidding me? Mickey Dora would have moved here in the 60s if he had even bothered to listen to his friends. What's going on?
I like it. 100 times better than the Trestles event.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, killer. Yeah, let's just be nice, man. I'm so sick of this unbridled hatred crap. God. Do you think it hurt their feelings if I told them I'd never read their comments on my stupid stories?
It might.
If I just say, I'd never read that crap. So, how's these inside swingers, man? Frick. Nobody's even out. Nobody's even out here.
Good waves on the inside all day. Look at that thing.
That's what makes me wonder. What do they wait? They're probably waiting for something so crazy. I mean, these are just going unridden. We've probably seen 50 totally makeable tubes, and there's not a soul out for easily a mile. How's this coffer out the back? Oh, it's starting to get hollow, man. There's going to be some kegs. What was that one guy said in the parking lot? I ain't seen myself a 14-footer, man. I was like, what, a shark? What, a shark? No, wave. One of them big waves. Y'all be out there doing that surfing. I'll be on here on the beach drinking beer where it's safe, away from them damn big fish. Do, sneak a peekaloo. Yeah, this is Hatteras is killer, man. I don't know many people that come here and just leave not liking the joint, you know. The tourists love it, the locals love it, people who've never even been here before love it. You know, the funny thing is when I go on trips, I tell them about Outer Banks, I tell them about Hatteras, they don't know anything I'm talking about, and then I say Brett Barley, and they're like, oh, okay, I know where you live. Like, all right, so he's kind of like an emblematic figure around here in the age of...
It's hard not to like this place, man. This is the probably third or fourth time I've lived here in my life, and just keep coming back, man. It's a one-of-a-kind place.
Something gnarly is going to happen out the back. This is a trip, man. I've been surfing here for 30 years. I've never seen anything like this. I've seen this point do weird things and kind of make a cool photo or something. When I did aerial reconnaissance with Eric Dreelan once, saw some cool stuff. But from a rideability perspective, I've never seen anything that held up like a legit point around here, at least. Oh, yeah, man. He's putting together a nice one. Move a little bit back on your back foot. Don't try to turn so much. Oh, he's doing all right. What do I know? This guy's ripping. Try to low road it. No. Good wave, pal. Maybe that was Matt Price. I saw Matt Price paddling out with Myers, and he's backside, so... Yeah, if that was you, Matt, sick. How's this inside coughing? It's gonna spit. No.
There's
somebody on the outside. Oh, kicked out.
I'm so surprised that it was 10 times as crowded when it sucked. And now it's immaculate, and we're doing this crap, and there's nobody out. Nah, there's surfers out the back. I think oh, inside. Who is it? Is it Brett again?
That's right.
Pretty swoopy. Nice. He's definitely going to stay with it. Oh.
They're just surfing the top.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to tell a man his business, but what's going on over here?
Normal people seeing all these empty waves on the inside, man.
No, they're legit. They're waiting for the super one. How's this out the, you know? But there's enough to go around over here for other guys for sure. How's that draining off its face? My God, it looks like racetracks. What the heck? Out the back.
Yeah, out the back, yeah.
All right, man. It's freaking on. It's draining. Somebody's up backside. No. What? Ah! Who is that? Chicken? Yeah. This is a pretty impressive bank.
This is incredible.
Yeah, this is way better than Trestles. I'm so bored. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't want to insult Trestles. Don't want to hurt Trestles' feelings. But we got a pretty good thing going on over here, you know. We got some little dang waves, you know. Some little barrels. 4 boards. Broken. Yo, this morning, Lido Beach, for about a half hour. 4 boards. Broken. Evan, there's your cousin. You're not even getting the shot. It's Spongeolopolis. Where's the whole boogie crew? Where's Drex and Rhodes and this isn't a boogie wave, huh? Well, you got those big old flippers though. You know you can cut through a lot of that chop.
I want to move, but I think the tide's getting too high. You hear real quick?
Yeah, they keep kicking out. We might just want to start following these guys. Hey, Mark, why don't you keep your eye out the back? And
Okay.
no, I mean, Mark Willis, you look out the back and let's get some of the underground heroes some love, Evan. What do you think about that, Yas?
Yeah, just let people know you can't really see how big the point is.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to.
Yeah, it's really hard for us to zoom over with how big the point is. I mean, you can see how much beach we're working. We can't really set up closer because the tide's going to come in, and this is expensive equipment. Apparently, I didn't pay for it, but
They cover the whole island up.
right?
Wow. Look at that skate. What a landscape. Wow. I'm pulled back as far as. Wow. Sure did change a lot today.
Yeah, man.
Amazing.
Yeah, it seems like the tide definitely has a lot to do with it. It feels like.
Connecting.
Now it feels like it's almost washing through. When we first, I can't tell what the heck's going on here, but I still see them, but they're starting to run into that section over there.
Yep. Like the OG Cove.
Yeah, Brett did. He just got the one, and it decided to. Seeing a lot of whitewater right now. Swell ain't getting smaller, is it, Mark?
What's that?
Swell ain't getting smaller, right?
Victory at sea
No.
right now.
Swell is definitely not getting smaller.
As Johnny Boy would say, do something.
Yeah, swell's definitely not getting smaller, Matt. We're expecting a good 2 to 3 foot more size on Sunday and even bigger on Monday. We're looking at a 10 to 13 foot swell on Monday, and the direction will shift more east over the next couple of days as Jose passes by just offshore in between the Outer Banks and Bermuda on Monday. Then on Tuesday, the swell is going to start shifting northeast, and we should see a period of offshore winds Tuesday into Wednesday with plenty of swell in the water. And it's not just the Outer Banks. We're going to have swell up and down the East Coast over the next few days. You were talking about Long Island earlier, Matt. This is a pretty good setup for Long Island. Kurt Corte is in the office in Nags Head right now updating that forecast. Yeah, that should be live probably within the next hour or two, so check that out. Plenty of waves on the East Coast over the next several days.
So I think it's safe to say we can look forward to another live at some point in the next week.
Yeah. We've got our best video guy over here from the West Coast.
Video editor. Y'all's jobs description, your titles change. What are you? You're a director of forecasting. Now you're like the Grand Poobah of rain, or I don't know. Video editor.
We just grind, man. We just work as hard as we can. But yeah, like you said, there are going to be a lot of opportunities to go live on the East Coast over the next couple of days. So stay tuned to our Facebook page and YouTube channels for a lot of more action to come from Hurricane Jose.
I just saw a chop hop out the back. He's gonna connect it. Yeah, maybe somewhere along the Outer Banks, maybe Long Island, maybe something in Jersey. We'll see. We got our team assembled. God, it's so trippy to be on the East Coast facing west.
Yeah, normally the lighting would be perfect.
Yeah, the lighting should be perfect. It's so weird. All right. Saw John Joyce on a skimboard, ripping. Not getting speed wobbles or nothing. It was pretty cool.
No, I was going to follow empty waves.
Yeah, I'll follow this empty wave. Why wouldn't you? You know, mind surf this, folks. Out the back, there's a roundhouse cutback. Somebody sizing it up. Looks like it might be Kurtz. Yeah, Oliver. We sound like a barbershop quartet. Wow, 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 wow. Outside. Who's this? Locking in? Andrew, maybe? No, it looks like Brett. Ease. Oh. Well, guys are starting to move inside a little bit now. Get more bang for their buck, perhaps. Maybe stop waiting for that elusive 10-second barrel and try to settle for 5 3-second barrels. Big smash, though. He's got the backsider up here. This guy's putting together a really good ride. Well, Once again, sorry, I don't know who that is. Brett out the back. Yes. Nice. There he goes. Keep it up. Keep it up. No way he's coming out. Oh, yeah, Brett.
Is the Brett up here?
Oh, yeah. Brett Barley, born and raised. Oh, somebody pulling into this chamber. Yeah, man. To use upon my buddy Riley and Kelly, Brett's as local as it gets.
Do another update on who
You know where they got that, right? The local as it gets?
Where?
Not Uncle Buck. What was it? Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors.
Yeah. When he's like, the little chick smoking cigarettes, he's like, so you're a local, huh? And she's like, I'm as local as it gets.
Epic.
Remember that? Great Outdoors. Look it up. John Candy. Classic. That's where they got it. They may not admit it, but that's where it comes from, I think. I'm as local as... Little known fact. Little movie trivia. Has nothing to do with the surf here. But yeah, that's a fun, famous brand on the Outer Banks. Local as it gets. My friend Riley. Yeah, Brett! I totally just broed down Brett Barley and he waved back. What do you think, guys? We're like this. We're simpatico. Hey, you been to Saturn? Hey, I've been to Saturn. Whoa. Sandworms. You hate them, right? I hate them myself.
I don't even know what to say to that, Pruitt.
Inside. Barreled. Is that old Andrew?
I don't think so.
Going right.
Right. Little novelty against the grainer. It's kind of on.
Get out of my shot, chick. I'm trying to get Brett in his element.
I could say these guys are definitely going as fast on these waves as any surfer in history has gone on a wave. They're fast, and you put them on something like this that they've never had here before.
It is fast.
I wonder if any of them are wearing one of them doodads that times your speed and all that stuff. What is it? Trace up? Trace up. Wonder if any of them got that. I'd like to know those digits. You would think with Brett being on the cutting edge of technology, he'd have like already all the stats logged and ready for his next edit. Yeah. The kid's on it, man. Yeah, man. Outside, way outside. What's going on? Sometimes I look at these birds and it looks like they're kite. I'm like, oh, he's going fast. There's a kiteboarder out there. And the bird flies away and I'm left with my imagination once again. Somebody's working for it here. Might run into the next one. Nah, give up on that guy. Wow. Some good smacks. All against the grain. That one's going to go forever, too. How's this audience, man? You believe this?
This is a scene out here, man. Kite surfing, seagulls.
Yeah. Look at this set stacking. I don't know. There's definitely some sets that are way overhead.
For sure.
3, 4. I don't know. I don't play that game. I'll always be wrong.
Yeah.
That's like scary.
Yeah, you know, let's do a little check-in on conditions here. So we'd call it probably 5 to 7 foot with sets 8, maybe 9 foot faces on the takeoff, but mostly in that 5 to 7 foot range. And let's do a little check-in on Hurricane Jose. As of the 11 a.m. advisory from the National Hurricane Center, Jose was about 480 miles south-southeast of Hatteras, 80-mile-per-hour winds, moving northwest at 9 mile per hour. Jose is expected to make more of a northward turn tonight and into Sunday and Monday. Jose is going to make its closest approach to the Outer Banks on Monday, probably roughly midway between Bermuda and the Outer Banks, sometime Monday afternoon and evening. And then Jose is going to move to our northeast off the Mid-Atlantic coast over the Tuesday and Wednesday time frame, and that's when we're expecting offshore winds to develop for a larger portion of the Outer Banks. And there's going to be waves all up and down the East Coast. Check the forecast. Kurt Cortez putting those together right now, and Rob Mitzsteifer, they're back at our office in NAGSTAT updating the forecast right now. Pretty critical forecast we got going on right now. We've also got more stuff out the back in the tropics. Tropical Depression 15 has just formed and looks to become Maria pretty soon. Unfortunately, it looks like Maria is going to take a path pretty close to the Lesser Antilles and the Leeward Islands over the next few days, and we definitely wanted to stay away from that zone that was impacted by Hurricane Irma just a few days ago. So we're crossing our fingers and thinking of our friends in the Caribbean right now. Yeah, but needless to say, no shortage of waves on the East Coast over the next couple weeks or so.
Wow.
Yeah, what he said. Well, so far hurricane season's been real kind to us. You know, we know the dark side of the storms, don't we, Ev?
Yeah.
And it don't stop with hurricane season. Our winter storms are no Mardi Gras either.
February can be brutal.
Yeah.
No Easter.
But you know, so far we've been pretty lucky. It's only middle of September, so.
Yeah, we've seen that road.
These inside lineup shots,
I
what?
feel like this is going to get covered today.
Yeah.
And this is Shelley Island, technically,
Yeah,
right?
Tech-
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You didn't hear that.
there's a bunch of shells.
This is the west east coast. That's what I'm calling it. Western east. Nah, no.
Yeah, we're facing 260 degrees right now. West southwest. It's amazing.
260 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I know that there's land here, land here, land here, land here, and back there, and then there's ocean there, and there, and there.
Don't tell me you've never used it before. So
I couldn't afford the Boy Scouts.
That's due west, and yeah, that's like southwest. So we're looking into the wave for southwest. Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Northeast wind straight offshore.
Where else do you even get that? We're in New England.
Ocean, like Oak Island, like south of Wilmington, that kind of
Yeah.
does the same thing, right? I mean, there's no waves there, really. Sorry, Oak Island, you know.
Parts of the Crystal Coast.
This guy's shredding out here, putting some good ones under the lip. What? God, I want one to just work out for that guy all the way through. Did all the work with the heavy turns, and then it just decided to close out on him. That wave was a jerk.
This place is definitely dynamic. Yeah, it'll be interesting after this is over.
Like this trough, I thought there was supposed to be a little running river. Always, even at the high tide.
Yeah, the low tide. Actually, maybe it was.
And as always, stay tuned to Surfline for the swell story wrap-up of Irma and Jose and all the photographers and videographers out there wondering what's up. Just give us a moment. It's going to happen. And thanks as always for your froth and your contributions. It's all a big circle. We all get something out of it in the end. Oh, look at the baby bub. How's it going? Hey, Boogie. Oh, I give a shout out to Mister, my dog at home. I really miss him. He's a sweetie butt. But yeah, work calls, buddy. I'll give you a piece of steak when we get home. You'll be chilling. It's this guy out the back going down. Nah, never mind. Sorry about that, Mark. False alarm. I'm a terrible spotter. When I used to do the contest commentary, they'd always get mad at me because I wouldn't read out the scores. I just talked smack the whole time, and I was terrible at it. See, look at the inside, man. Ay, ay, ay. You could just hammer that thing. You know, it's easy to think you surf good until you see somebody who really does. You know? Some of the lines these guys are drawing on these waves going mock, just laying it down all the way to the bottom and connecting. And then getting barreled and slowing themselves down in the barrel and then speeding up to come out and hitting it vert, throwing spray everywhere. Ridiculous. And Brett's one of them, man. He's absolutely world class in every sense of the term. Outside, somebody's up. Can't see what's going on. Nice. Oliver. Andrew Jacobson from Malibu. Guys are rad. I've gotten to know him a little bit. I really like the kid. He's pretty cool. And he shreds. And he charges, too. Seen him get sick ones at pipe. Is that Matt Price, maybe? I think that might be Matt Price. Am I right, Evan? Yeah, well, that was a long one.
I don't know, that end little.
That was a long one. That's cool, man. It's cool that we got a legit temporary point break in North Carolina. Okay. Chatter-free broadcast from here on out. Once again, if you just joined us, we're reporting from the Cape Hatteras National Seashore, Dare County, North Carolina. We've got a pseudo point break set up, sandbar point break set up. Some Jose swell. Some of the surfers in the water I seen: Jeff Myers, Andrew Jacobson, Oliver Kurtz, and of course Brett Barley. There's been a couple good ones. Some barrels, some good turns, or some really, really long rides. Talked to some of the old guys and they discuss similar point break setups that Hatteras has kind of gotten over the years, but I've never seen anything like this. And it's pretty impressive, man. Guys are getting some really long waves. I'm terrible at math. I'd say 400-yard waves, 500-yard waves maybe. So no more chatter. Mark, give us some chatter. Let me know what's going on, some stats, some science stuff, some smart guy wizardry.
Yeah, still surfing that 5 to 7 foot range, sets a little overhead. Every once in a while you'll get one that comes in that's well overhead. Taking a look at some of the latest buoy observations, the Diamond Shoals buoy 41025, the swell right around 7 feet at 14 seconds, the 95 buoy, the Oregon Inlet buoy, around 5 feet at 13 seconds. The South Hatteras buoy has been anywhere between 12 and 14 feet at 14 seconds. That's about 15 to 18 hours out. So a sign that plenty of more waves on the way. We're expecting it to build here and for the rest of the Outer Banks and pretty much the entire East Coast through Sunday. Yeah, we're going to have waves for the next several days, Matt.
Good news for everyone, unless you're employed or married. Anyway. Are you
Take a video of this today next time.
Meanwhile, down the beach. Nah. Yeah, either Brett maybe again. Big boost out of here. Whoa. That wind could have been muy peligroso. Might as well take this opportunity to wish Matt Walker a happy birthday. Former surf journalist turned magazine owner, editor in chief. Happy birthday, Matt. I think it's today. Hey, Jay Bonneville! I saw you get some smokers out there.
You see that last?
through it. No, I was out earlier. But
Pumping. Just a lot of work. Just get a handful of waves. That's all you need.
how many times in your vast experience of surfing on the Carolina coast have you ever seen a legit point break setup, whether it was a sand deal or like the cove down in south of Wrightsville? But how many times would you say?
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often. Right?
Yeah, maybe twice. This being the second time. Usually we're at the, it was the cove,
Uh-huh.
and this is way more pointy.
Yeah.
It is a point.
There's some legit barrels
I'm
too.
just going into a channel.
Yeah.
Awesomeness.
Jay, are you still shaping alternative surf craft?
I've shaped a couple pipos,
Some typos.
but I need to gather some more wood.
Hiller. Jay Bonneville. Stoked. You just made my day, man. Yeah, I watched your whole ride.
I can't.
You, like, did
I can't
it.
even envision how I was on that.
You've been out there for a while. You're out there when
The wave got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it kept growing on you. It looked like
The
Indo.
hide line, and you had to go low, and you're like.
Brett Barley going ham outside. It looks like Oliver, maybe Andrew. These guys are shredding, man. Way outside. That's a turn. That's Oliver. Another. Baptizing the angels. Floats that section. What's going to happen for him on the inside? Wraps it up. There he goes. Vert. No. Another wrap. Yeah. Came out of it. Cleared it. What's up? Nobody out the back.
Just the way behind him.
He's going to try to pull the little rebate. You know he is. Nope. Sick. Nice turns, Ollie. I always like to call Oliver the new Corey Lopez, the way he surfs. He's just, he can never get enough, you know. It's like every section, just big, unpredictable floaters and just gnarly shit that, yeah, I don't know him too well, but he was coming up in Florida when I left, when I was working at ESM, but yeah, he's always been that just real radical and spontaneous, and yeah, I like that kid surfing, man. Fast and violent. And his boards are so cute. Hi, Sailor! Oliver Kurtz, back on the East Coast. Hey, Oliver, what does this microphone look like to you?
Just got a new set of buoy observations in. As of 3:50 p.m., Diamond Shoals has come up a little bit, about 8 feet at 14 seconds out of the southeast. Winds out of the north-northeast around 10 to 15 knots here on the beach at Cape Hatteras National Seashore. Plenty of swell on the way. Kurt Corte and Rob Mitzsteifer back in NAGSET at our office, cranking out forecasts as we speak, so make sure to check that out. All kinds of waves on the East Coast over the next few days, from Hurricane Jose and soon-to-be Marie, sitting out there east of the Leeward Islands. Thoughts and prayers continue to go out to everybody that was impacted by Irma over the last week or so, and we're crossing our fingers that Marie TD15 stays away from those areas that have already been pounded.
Yeah, it was Mark Willis, Director of Forecasting for Surfline, filling you in on what's been happening and what will happen. Reporting live from Cape Hatteras National Seashore, the west-east coast. So we're on the east coast. We're facing west or southwest. What are we facing?
Yeah, we're actually facing southwest here, so northeast winds are offshore. But yeah, if I look to my right, I mean, it's basically west or even west-northwest, which is just kind of trippy, Matt.
It's so weird. It's just straight blotter out here. Puppy dogs everywhere and birds and sea life aplenty. A lot of action here today, man. Seen a lot of friends I hadn't seen in a while. Brant Chicken Doyle. That was cool. Outside, what's going on? Somebody stalling, isn't quite going to make it. Yeah, this glare is no joke. But, you know, sometimes you got to make the most of what you have to work with. We know about improvising around here. So, Mark, do you, not that you're a coastal geologist or anything, but do you think that this setup will last through the fall?
Well, first thing is first, it's got to make it through this swell. I mean, we're going to see swell build to about 10 feet on Sunday, and then even 13 to 15 feet on Monday. So we're on a tiny strip of land out here, and it's going to take a battering over the next couple of days from the swells from Hurricane Jose. So, yeah, we hope it stays, but these places are dynamic, man. It's pretty much unpredictable.
Yeah, man, and that's kind of a comforting thought. You can get away from surfing, or you can miss swells, or you can miss years even for a variety of reasons, and then as long as you keep your eye on the ball, at some point in your life, it's always going to get good again. Sooner or later, there's always going to be another sand setup, another swell. I mean, nobody scores all the time. Everyone gets skunked. Kelly Slater's not surfing right now.
He's probably surfing somewhere. Oh, actually, yeah, he's injured. Somewhere.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair. Well, maybe he can. No, I don't want to go there. I was just thinking about that motorcycle guy and Robbie Madison. Is that his name? Can you imagine? I don't know. No, but Kelly, he's our only East Coaster on tour right now, and we really hope that a couple of our guys will, step it up and achieve their dreams. Evan Geiselman's probably our leading prospect for putting another guy on tour. And yeah, in the East Coast, we have a little bit of a common identity when it comes to that whole underdog thing, and so we're looking closely at guys like Evan and Cam Richards, and even some of our free surfers, Balaram Stack and Brett and guys like that, and just seeing how far they can take it, and those guys are always really. They're really proud of where they come from, and they're always quick to let announcers know that they're not from California or wherever they've been staying the week.
Yeah,
Ben Bourgeois used to have to do that back in the day and remind all the announcers that he was from Wrightsville Beach. And for the most part, we're proud of this joint.
Yeah, we got to go on a trip with Cam Richards and Noah Schweitzer. We had 3 or 4 years ago to Tortola that just got hammered by Hurricane Irma. It's just amazing. That was the last time I was there. But yeah, great kids, up and coming guys on the East Coast, and just awesome to watch the talent on the East Coast for sure.
Yeah, I'm always impressed by the second act of a lot of our East Coast pros. Look at what Ben's doing right now, and he's neck deep in Irma relief with Waves for Water, and one of their primary, team builders, and they've already got a bunch of fundraisers going on down there in Wrightsville Beach, and that stuff's going to continue. But it's pretty cool to see how what some of our more legit East Coast pros do in their second act. Starting surf camps, opening up froyo business. Our own Jesse Hines. Where's Jesse Hines today? What do you think he's got to be working a double or something? Maybe. He'll be on it next week.
He might be way
kegged.
up the point, getting barrels. Who knows?
Nobody even sees him putting his leash on. He's so misto. He just cruises over there by himself, gets shacked all day, and goes home. Inside. He's going to make quick work of this. Little banky. Outside. Backsider. Nice. Who is this guy? He's shredding. Somebody please let us know. Are they still doing the comments?
Yeah, let's pull up the comments here.
Yeah, if anybody wants to out these guys, ID a few of the dudes for us. The glare's pretty bad. It's hard to see, but I think we all know our friends, how they surf. They're distinct styles. You spend enough time with somebody, you get to know them. As soon as they stand up, you can tell who it is. That last backsider smashed it.
Yeah, we just got a comment from Adam Morgan saying that he's going to pack his bags and move to North Carolina. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I heard Lucky 12's hiring. Shoot, man, you can easily be a pool cleaner. My friends are trying to tone it down and hire help so they can surf more. So, yeah, there's lots of opportunity here, man. Lots of waves. This goes to show you, Adam. Thanks for the compliment, man. That's killer.
How's that copper again?
Yeah, this is you can just see by the amount of unridden gems going on the inside that there's, for the most part, there's a lot to go around up here, When it's good, it's a bonanza. Everybody's getting shacked.
That's the best part about the Outer Banks, man. You can still just drive up the beach and find an empty sandbar and kind of get waves with your friends, and yeah, pretty special place for sure. So looking at some more of the comments on Facebook, yeah, everybody wanting to know where we're at. Cape Hatteras National Seashore.
Yeah, Outer Banks, North Carolina. That's all we can really say, I think, you know.
Yeah, that's all we can say.
I'm not a big fan of naming every little sandbar that pops up either, Mark, you know.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
What happens when it's gone? Then it's like, hey, whatever happened to Spot X? And you're like, well, what is that?
And you know, that's the beauty of the Outer Banks, is after this swell, who knows what's going to happen? Something new may form, new sand's going to move around, and yeah, it's this place is dynamic. Today's good sandbar is not going to be tomorrow's, and that's one of the special things about this place, is it keeps you on your toes, and you got to keep hunting for sure.
I will say, in 30 years of surfing around here, I've never seen anything this exotic as far as a legit point break setup, and the direction we're actually facing for this to exist it's trippy, man. My friends were telling me about it all summer. I never came down, just busy doing other stuff. And out the back, who's this? Looks like an Oliver to me. But yeah, finally got to experience it today. I got a few good ones, so I'm stoked. Out the back, looks like Brett pumping. He's out of there. Big props to our video editor, Mark Beatty, for flying out here from California to run this Surfline Live operation. And he's been working with Brett every day and trying to find the most ideal conditions for this. And it's not an easy thing to do, man. Yeah, bugs biting you all day, straining your eyes, guys asking for their clips. Like, you talk about an unsung hero, man.
Yeah, Mark Beatty is the man for sure. This thing's a marathon. This swell is we're only not even midway through it. We're gonna have waves for the next probably 4 days at least, and we've got offshore winds coming sometime in the middle of the week. And yeah, waves up and down the East Coast. Be sure to check out our regional forecasts that are being updated right now from our headquarters in Nags Head. We're about, 35 minutes away from the 5 p.m. advisory coming from the National Hurricane Center. As of 11 a.m., the last one they put out, Hurricane Jose, was 480 miles south-southeast of Cape Hatteras. 80-mile-per-hour winds, moving northwest at 9 miles per hour. We're expecting Jose to make more of a northward turn tonight and into Sunday, and then be pretty much in between here and Bermuda on Monday. The swell is just going to rise and rise over the next 36 hours. It'll be interesting to see if this spot can still hold it, Matt.
Thanks, Mark, for that info. Yeah, it's a dynamic place, man, and Mark's already been here for a few days, and looks like he's in for a few more. He's been surfing a little bit, taking in the local cuisine, and but other than that, just working like a dog. Can you still say dog these days? Can you say that?
Sorry about the glare.
Yeah, can't do nothing about the glare. We're facing a pretty crazy direction. Looks like somebody's making quick work of this left. Nice. Good carves. Yeah, and another thing I'll say is it's kind of hard when you're out there because all you see is just set stacking and no rhyme or reason. There's not a real definitive spot to line up like most point breaks, you know.
And the current is pretty gnarly out there. It's like that little zone within 50 yards of shore is zipping down the beach, and when you get out there, you're almost getting sucked out to sea. So it's all kinds of water moving in different directions out there.
But if you put one together, it feels like an accomplishment. And it's just, it's a sandbar, man. It's a novelty thing, and it's not going to be here forever. So if you get a really, God, look at this inside wave. Jiminy Cricket. I'm going to try to spot for Beatty here. A shout out to my girlfriend Lauren Evans, who keeps reminding me to wear my sunscreen. Thank you, baby. Done and Dunner. Been using it all day. Headhunter from my buddy Nigel Haynes. Hey, Boogie! Just giving the dogs a shout out. I love dogs. Contrary to people, they love me too.
I love you, Matt.
Because you're a dog. Dog? What's up, dog? What you got on my metrics? On my forecast digits, dog?
I don't know what to say to that, but I do know a thing or two about buoys, and yeah, diamond shoals 8 feet at 14 seconds, and normally on the East Coast that would be not good. It would be one big closeout, but when you got a setup like this, pretty much at point break, it's just reeling up the point, and yeah, just incredible to see this in North Carolina.
Yeah, and gosh, and how's that the timing with our East Coast comp season? The Belmar Pro scored, Outer Banks Pro scored,
Unsound Pro about to score.
Unsound Pro is about to score. Old Mike Nelson and Dave Wan up there in Long Beach, New York. Iconic event. Really, probably the biggest thing that happens in surfing in that town all year, I would say. Unsound Pro is hardcore comp as they come.
I think that's on tomorrow, actually, Matt.
Well, good luck to those guys. You know what else? Another contest we have to look forward to this fall is the King of the Peak is returning to Sebastian Inlet, Florida. That's always been one of the most exciting contests to watch because it's a skins event where you go big for one big score.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I look forward to that every year, watching those guys. Gosh, a few names that come to mind. I mean, you know better than I do, but Morecom and those guys. I mean, when I was a kid, it was just, King of the Peak was the deal.
Yeah, man, and it's the kind of thing where a lot of just, unsponsored rippers can go and win money, They just go out, do one wave, claim it, and then keep advancing that way. And, so you can check out Quicksilver.com, Quicksilver King of the Peak, Google it. I'm not sure what the website is right now, but, yeah, it's going to be a fun one. All right, somebody out the back, highlining. Looks like Oliver, is that maybe Andrew? He's just being smart to stay all high, isn't he?
Look at that way.
Wow. Well, unfortunately, starting to shut down a little bit.
Yeah,
Not
we're
like
probably gonna
second.
shut this live down in about 5, maybe 10 minutes or so. But again, this is going to be the marathon swell of all swells. So we're going to be streaming live several times over the next week or so. But yeah, we're another 5 to 10 minutes. Stay tuned to Surfline's Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We'll be turning on periodically through this swell from Hurricane Jose. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Yeah, we're going to keep this on for another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll shut it down, Matt.
We want to thank O'Neill for sponsoring this Surfline Live. O'Neill, Brett Barley's primary sponsors, clothing sponsor. And yeah, it wouldn't be possible without them, so thanks, guys. Reporting from the Cape Hatteras National Seashore, this is Surfline Live with Mark Willis, Director of Forecasting, and me. So thanks for joining us, guys. Hope we didn't let you down, and stay tuned to Surfline. Hopefully we'll get another live before the swell is over and done.